Aries, hi. So this is going to be a reading for mid-July 2025, and I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aries. Alright, the overall energy for the reading, the Seven of Cups. Maybe you're looking into options for something. I kind of see you planning for a trip or something. I don't know if that's the case, but you're looking into, it's almost like going through a list. Check, you know. I don't know. We'll see. Starting off the reading, you get the Page of Pentacles crossed by the Nine of Wands. There's something you're missing, something you're refusing to see. Not even missing. You're refusing to acknowledge. Okay. In your focus, the Queen of Cups. Oh, maybe that's why. Because you're giving me a sense with this one of, you know, I'm just trying to stay focused on what's positive, what's good in my life. Great. And you should. However, don't dismiss the things that maybe are not that great. Who knows? Because apparently you're trying to. In the recent past, the Queen of Pentacles, a lot of self-care. Lots of self-love in there. Nice energy. In your strength, the King of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely stepping into your power. Your energy is up there. It's nice. In the immediate future, the Sun, happiness, good stuff. Supporting this reading, the Nine of Cups, not only happiness out there where you look and you're like, oh, I feel happy. You feel it internally with this one. Okay. I like where this is going. The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Star, you're actually in pursuit of something. You've got a goal, you've got a destination. I kind of get the sense that, no, I don't, you know, you're gonna come back to me with, no, I'm not, no, I'm just living my life. No, there's a final destination here. There's a goal, there's an end goal to something that may not be clear at this moment in time. In your hopes and fears, the Knight of Cups, I love this energy. You know, let's keep it positive. Let's look at the bright side all the time. You keep on going with it. For the potential outcome, the Fool. Yeah, and it keeps your energy super open. Whatever experience comes your way, you're receiving it with open arms here. So, okay. Let's clarify. Let's do the Seven of Cups. Well, you're definitely pursuing something. For the Seven of Cups, you get the Star, the Empress, the Knight of Swords. I kind of see this as there's all sorts of things in your life. So there's you, and then think of everything that's going on in your life is represented as a little dot, right? This dot here, the best friend there as a dot, the whatever high school you went to as a dot over there in the past or whatever. So it's dots for every little experience. There's one particular dot that shines like a motherfucker, and that's what you're pursuing right now. And it could have to do with another person. It's gonna get lost in the midst of other dots, because that's why you're kind of saying, I don't have any goals here. I don't have, you know, I'm just living my life. But this one shines definitely a little different than the others. It's like your whole energy is focused in that direction. Okay, which is not bad. And it's you don't even have to know sometimes that you're pursuing something in order to pursue something. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's better not to know that you're pursuing it, because otherwise you would just focus in there and it would be like, ugh. So, okay. Let's do the Page of Pentacles. Busted. For the Page of Pentacles, you get the Four of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Nine of Wands. There's a soul connection that shows up here. Super important to you, super close to you. I get the sense that this is a family situation. Overall, you're giving me a sense of, we're doing good. We're doing good. Could use some more work on whatever the hell is going on here with us, but overall, we're doing good. There's something in there that you're not, again, not seeing or refusing to see. Is it? Let me see. Let me see the 9 of Wands. And I think this dynamic is playing out a lot right now. For the 9 of Wands, you get the Death card, the 9 of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords. You're quite disconnected from this. On one hand, you're showing me we're doing good. We're we're just doing our thing. We're just being family members, doing family members shit. You're quite disconnected from it. The connection between you and whoever this is at some point stopped completely. Maybe not energetically, but physically. On your end, on your side of the street there's a dead end for this. You've reached it already. It happened. For some reason, you're showing up as if, telling me that, oh, no, it's just work in progress, It's not a dead end, it's just we're lacking material to keep on building. Okay. Something was quite severed in there at some point, and that did it for you. You may think from a conscious perspective that no, it wasn't that bad, it's just something we need to work on, but no, you are completely ripped apart from whatever this is, from what I can see here. For the Queen of Cups, in your focus you get the King of Swords, the Justice card, the 9 of Cups, and again giving me a sense of trying to keep on focusing on whatever is going great, whatever is working out, and even when things don't work out in the best way, you're trying to look for the bright side of those things, which I think helps. I mean, it does bring you into a sense of emotional balance and happiness, internal happiness, so I think it works, this whole approach. You're still not settled with that one, though. You're still not 100%, even though you're telling me, no, work in progress, we're good. I mean, I think you're settled, but because there's a lot of commotion up here about it, you're not settled. For the Queen of Pentacles, in the recent past, you get the 5 of Cups, the 2 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles. Oh my God, what have you been going through over there? What did you come out of? Whatever it was, it placed you on this path of remembering to take care of yourself and lifting yourself up from it, because meh. What is that? Where'd you come from over there? What happened? Just a past experience that looks quite nasty and quite troublesome and leaving you in a place of unknown about yourself. Like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do now? But it brought you into a place of probably this place that you're at right now too. For the King of Wands, you get the Chariot, the Emperor, the Sun. See, if anything, you're pursuing happiness right there. That's your end goal. That's an energy of fully stepping into your power and being super aligned with where you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be doing, your path. Super nice. Let me see the Sun in the immediate future. The Ace of Cups, the Hermit, the Page of Cups. Man, where do you come up with these energies? It's super nice. Something new could be showing up for you. In the bigger picture, it's not necessarily new. It's part of the same frequency of the happiness you're pursuing. But it could be something new to you, though. It's something fresh. It's something that you're just kind of just entering, just tasting, It's super nice, whatever it is. I can't tell. I see a lot of emotional investment there, but I can't tell what it is. I don't think it's work. I think it's something else. For the Nine of Cups, for the supportive energies, you get the Queen of Swords, the Four of Wands, the World card. I personally am left kind of up in the air with that energy that started the reading. Everything else seems to line up in a nice place for you. In here, because you feel happy for the most part of the dots that I see over there surrounding you, you might be covering that up, that sense of up in the air, you might be covering it up with the blanket of everything's freaking fine and I feel super happy about where things are, and you might be even believing that. There is a cycle that needs to come to a close there because it's just up in the air. It's not leaving me alone. I don't know how. It's not bringing more to the surface for you. I mean, I think it is, but I think you're covering it up with this it's fine blanket. For the star, for the hidden energies, you get the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Strength card. Something is having a hard time taking off. Like it wants to, but it's having a hard time taking off. It's something of yours. It's something new that you might have wanted to introduce for a while here. But it's like, come on, you know? It just needs a little kick, a little push. And it's the beginning of the path that leads to your heart's desire here, but it's just having a little bit of a rough start. And I don't know why, because it looks to be quite deceptive that it does have a rough start. It's like, no, it should be easy breezy. Okay. For the Knight of Cups, in your hopes and fears, you get the Ten of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. It kind of goes back to this. It ties it into this. What is that? All of your energy seems to be ready to step into a new cycle here. Completely new cycle with every dots in every aspect of your life. There's that one over there that's unsolved, unclosed. And I believe that at the end of the day, you're refusing to see something about that dynamic. It's supposed to teach you something. And you're refusing to look at it that way and take it in that way. Because it could be through painful means. And you having this up attitude, it's like, well, I'm not willing to go down a little in my frequency to look into that and learn what I need to learn. That's what's making this like take off, but take off quite bumpy for you into this next chapter. You got some unresolved stuff over there. And you keep on coming back to me saying, no, it's fine. And even if it is unresolved, it's still okay that it is. It's affecting you right now. And it might not have to do with whatever you're doing right now, but as an energy, it kind of creates a little bit of bump in the road. For the Fool, for the potential outcome, you get the Seven of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Queen of Pentacles. There's a super nice connection that shows up here, super strong connection to someone. But I like the way it wraps it all up though. Because I feel like it's the same connection to someone that showed up initially for you. You know what? I feel like you've learned a lot through that connection over there that keeps on popping in throughout the reading here and there, but it pops in as a sign for me that, hey, you've grown a lot, you've learned a lot through this connection to someone that's super, super intense, super important to you, and super beneficial from that growing aspect that you achieved already and you're gonna. it feels like you probably got caught up in the healing from that angle, from that connection, that you might have kind of missed that there's other connections in your life that might teach you stuff. At some point, this became the only one. This is the only one that I can learn from. It's like, no. There's smaller stuff potentially, but with a bigger impact that have something to teach you. And you're putting those to the side because they're not as intense and as important as this one. Could be that that's what's going on here. Or you could be looking at this as not a big deal. It's just it's a family situation. It's going to resolve itself because it's family. I almost feel like it's more than just a family thing. I feel like it's a generational type of a potential trauma that is trying to come through for you to look into and for you to heal. But again, because your focus is mostly on the healing through that connection over there that I see there, which is fucking amazing. I mean, it brought you into a really nice place. You might be putting this to the side saying, it'll be okay. Whatever way it turns out, it's going to be fine. Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit of generational trauma that's trying to tap you on the shoulder there with this one. Hold on, the universe. But, I mean, 90% of what I see here in the energy is looking super nice for you. And especially tied up to that connection over there, I see there's been a lot of work surrounding that connection, but work on you, not on the connection or on them, on you. From the universe, you get the Hierophant, the Page of Wands, the Empress. Yeah, most of your focus is there, and most of your excitement about learning and growing is through that connection, because it's so, it's like you put it up on a pedestal. It's the best of, and it can be one of those that feels like it's probably the most important in your life. That doesn't mean that you can't learn from anything else in your life. You know what I mean? So, anyways, let's do the soul's journey. Oh, come on. Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Ooh. Being truthful with others is a slippery business. You are expected to tell and expect to be told white lies. No one wants their feelings hurt, but sometimes a strong dose of reality is needed. No one can tell you definitely in what circumstances an untruth would be better, but honesty is usually the best policy. You and only you know in your heart when the right time is to be totally honest. The only time you must be absolutely truthful is when you are addressing yourself. You must at all times present yourself authentically to those around you. Only by being yourself do you draw in the people and circumstances that you most need to learn from. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.